Manchester United's domestic season has come to an end, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is now simultaneously preparing for the Europa League and next season. As of recording, no new signings have been announced, which makes now a great time to look at both last year and next year in terms of the overall macro level multi-year rebuild. You could see my first season report card for Solskjaer over on the Busby Babe, but we're just going to look at last year and how it relates to this year. Last year, Manchester United finished third, the best of the rest out of Liverpool and Manchester City and the rest of the league. That's nothing to snuff at, but 66 points, that is indicative of the rest of the league having a bit of a down year. At the start of the season, I probably would have said 64 to 70 points is where I see United. I would have seen that as can compete for fourth, but wouldn't have been shocked if that was only good enough for fifth. Therefore, 66 falls right into that line and happened to be good enough for third place this year. How do we take that for next season? Well, it's important not to so much look at their place in the table, but look at that points total. That's what needs to improve. United need to make signings, but remember, this was a multi-year rebuild where we said, year one, weed out the squad, establish a new culture, hopefully get into the top four, but get the young players experience so they're ready to lead a team. Year two, add some new pieces, add some more talent, establish yourself firmly, probably finish third, but definitely be firmly in that top four the entire season. And year three, you should be competing for the title. So United are already there. They're in third. So what do we do next year? For next year, they need to be competing for all the cups. Every competition that they're in, they need to be showing just as much as they did this year where they made the semifinals in both the FA Cup and the League Cup. In terms of the league, though, we need to improve on those points. But does that mean that falling in the table means that it's a regression? Well, that depends. United could improve to 81 points with a 15-point improvement. Does that mean that they're going to jump over City or Liverpool? I would expect Liverpool to come down a little bit, but City finished with 81 this year. They can improve next year. They can fall off next year. If United finish with 81 points and finish in third place, that doesn't mean that they're staying pat. That doesn't mean that there was no improvement. Conversely, if they finish with 78 points and finish in fourth, that also does not mean that they regressed. They still very much improved. That's where United need to focus on, and that's how we have to judge them. Don't look at the league table because this year was a bit of a weird year. They can improve their points total and fall in the table. That's not regression. They could stay put. That's not regression either. They can improve by 15 points and still not come close to winning the league. That's just how it happens. This team needs to improve a bit next year and a year after that. And then Liverpool and City need to fall off a bit. That was always the plan, and it's coming. Liverpool are old. They're going to regress. Add some signings, i.e. Jadon Sancho, and some depth, and continue this steady progression, and United will be competing for the title by the 2022 season. That was always the plan when Solskjaer laid out a 3-year model, and United are right on course.